Welcome back, everybody, to the Nerdcore podcast, the podcast that reviews movies and talks that nerd shit. This is episode 633, and it is your review of A Clockwork Orange. As always, it is the energy you're going to hear the host of the show, Lance, our wonderful co host, Brad Young Yoda.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to a wonderful Monday. Or for our Patreon members, Tuesday for everyone else.
Yeah, yeah. And if you can't tell, I am sick, but getting
Hey,
better, feeling better, but we'll be there sooner or later to feel better. But yeah, uh, we did our episode for Invisible season 2, episode 4. So I am feeling a little tired now, but we have to get this done because I do not want to mess up anything with the schedule here, and I can at least speak not for too long, so I won't want to do like 2 hour to 1 hour episodes each one. So um, yeah. What's up, Brad?
I'm chilling.
I know. It sucks when we do 2 episodes in one day because it's just like, okay, we're gonna have to ask each other the same shit.
What did you do today, Raul?
I went to work and I got chewed out for going to work while I'm sick, but you know,
Like, go back home,
I stayed in my office all day.
watch movies.
No,
Ah,
I worked on some articles and stuff.
well, there you go.
No, at least I was somewhat productive, but yeah, I couldn't interact with my workers because don't want to get them sick. So
Yep.
I just got out to grab more water, and then I went to the restroom, and I was staying in my
Designated area.
yep, yep.
I went to work too. I didn't have to do all that though. Although I got to work and then my door badge didn't work.
So you said, looks like I'm going home.
Well, no. Luckily, there's a doorbell. I rang the
Fuck.
doorbell, and they let me in. And then I proceeded to ask my boss if she had taken me off the taking my badge off the rotation there,
Yeah,
and she proceeded to tell me no, and go talk to the department that handles that. So I had to get a new badge because apparently mine just doesn't work.
yep. Isn't that the best, Brad? You know.
Yeah, the unexpected little shit that pops up, and you're just like, "What the fuck, man?" I leave for 2 weeks, and this shit, hell nah.
Oh, well, um, nothing like that happened to me. Just got there, stayed in my designated area all day, did my work. Um, yeah, I wish I could just sound better right now, but I feel so tired now. So,
Well, let's get through the review then.
I guess, yeah.
I'm feeling.
This one is going to require spoiler warning, correct?
Yeah, it is from 1971, so it is just a few years too old
Yep.
or too
It's
young.
all good. We got this. So, yeah. Which, by the way, I watched my 4K of this one. Looks fantastic. Definitely, yeah, looks great. So let's go ahead and get this going. So, in case you are one of the people out there who's never seen this movie and you care about spoilers, but if you don't, but if you don't, let me try that again, Brad.
Take two.
In case you're one of the few out there who has not seen this movie and you care about spoilers, you should get out of here.
See that door? Get the fuck out. Right there.
But if you don't care about spoilers, or you've already seen this movie, or you've seen it like 4 times, like me, you should go ahead and stay. Either way, how it goes, this is your one and only spoiler warning. And it is in effect in a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, Brad, take it away.
All right, coming from our one and only source, Wikipedia, A Clockwork Orange is a 1971 dystopian crime film adapted, produced, and directed by Stanley Kubrick, based on Anthony Burgess's 1962 novel of the same name. It employs disturbing violent images to comment on psychiatry, juvenile delinquency, youth gangs, and other social, political, and economic subjects in a dystopian near future Britain. Alex, played by Malcolm McDowell, the central character, is a charismatic antisocial delinquent whose interests include classical music, especially Beethoven, committing rape, theft, and ultra violence. He leads a small gang of thugs: Pete, Michael Tarn, Georgie, James Marcus, and Dim, Warren Clark, whom he calls his droogs, from the Russian word which is friend, buddy. The film chronicles the horrific crime spree of his gang, his capture, and attempted rehabilitation via an experimental psychological conditioning technique, Ludovico technique, promoted by the Minister of the Interior, Anthony Sharp. Alex narrates most of the film in Nadsat, a fractured adolescent slang composed of Slavic languages, especially Russian, English, and Cockney rhyming slang. The film premiered in New York City on December 19th, 1971, and was released in the United States on January 13th, 1972. The film was met with polarized reviews from critics and was controversial due to its depictions of graphic violence. After it was cited as having inspired copycat acts of violence, the film was withdrawn from British cinemas at Kubrick's behest, and it was also banned in several other countries. In the years following, the film underwent a critical reevaluation and gained a cult following. It received several awards and nominations, including 4 nominations at the 44th Academy Awards, including Best Picture. In the British Film Institute's 2012 Sight and Sound polls of the world's greatest films, A Clockwork Orange was ranked 75th in the director's poll and 235th in the critics' poll. In 2020, the film was selected for preservation in the United States National Film Registry by the Library of Congress as being culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant. The fact it took to 2020 is kind of a tragedy.
Mm-hmm.
So, directed and screenplay by Kubrick. Cinematography, John Alcott. Edited by Bill Butler. Music by Wendy Carlos. And running time 136 minutes. Budget 1.3 million and a box office 114 million, even though this was pulled early.
Yeah. So, Brad, this is a movie that we watched multiple times. Cinema Condition episode on it. Soon to be 4K Ultra HD review on it on my channel. But now we get to finally talk about it on here. What can I say that already hasn't been said? So he's amazing. It is up there as one of the best that he's ever done. Though, Brad, you told me, you messaged me, and you were like, this doesn't feel like a Stanley Kubrick movie. And I have to completely disagree with you on that.
No, that wasn't this one.
Which one was it?
No, it was the one for the mini pod. This one,
the killing, yes.
Yeah, that one doesn't feel like a Kubrick film. This
Yeah.
one films exactly like a Kubrick film.
Yeah. I mean, Brad, tell me, will you be able to hear Singing in the Rain?
Nope. Although I do want one of those milk machines.
Oh, we're just going out the tit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems seems
But,
pretty
like,
pragmatic.
That's what Kubrick does best is that he gets these genres that he goes to a genre, makes a great movie there, moves on to a different genre, makes a great movie there. Like he did it like with space, with like sci-fi, he did it with 2001.
Yeah.
Then he goes over to
this
this.
is your psychological horror for the most part.
Yeah, it's dystopian thriller. He goes to this, makes a great movie
God
here.
damn, does he have to be so weird?
He is. I don't know, man.
Kubrick's out there. Sometimes Kubrick is just out there in films. It's like,
Yeah.
I mean, it takes a very creative mind in order to come up with some of this stuff. But I do see why they pulled this movie, especially, and it's surprisingly at Kubrick's behest that they pulled this movie. I'm kind of surprised by that.
I mean, I wouldn't pull it, but
well, the thing is like it's kind of like when they say, "Oh, video games promote violence in kids," and it's like, maybe in some, but not in the majority. I would say.
Yeah. It's just interesting that this movie at one point did get a fucking X rating, though. That's
really,
yeah. It says here. I'm looking at the IMDb here in the trivia. it says that um yeah, an alternate version says in 1973, a new version of Clockwork Orange was released to theaters with an MPAA rating of R, replacing the previous X version, which contained approximately 31 seconds of replacement less lascivious footage for two
I mean,
scenes: the high-speed orgy in Alex's bedroom and
I
the
mean to be
Ludovico rape scene.
yeah, I mean to be fair, this was 71.
Yeah,
Um, let's be real here. Like, if anything, Eli Roth, a few of Eli Roth's movie deserve a X
yeah,
rating compared to
yeah,
this. But I can see in 71 the rape scenes. They don't. Kubrick doesn't like show the whole thing. Like he doesn't like go full blown, insertion or anything.
no,
So he doesn't go that full blown. But sometimes the imagination can be even worse than what's actually on the screen. So all
yeah.
you're thinking is what's going on.
And of course, Kubrick just goes into this realm of like, state sanctioned violence and having to like, what's it called, desensitize people to make sure that they don't commit these things anymore. And um, at one point, you start wondering, like, did the punishment really fit the crime here? Like, you're taking away all of these things from them. You know,
I mean, you're taking it like the priest said, like and surprisingly come from a priest. You're taking away free will. So is it really their choice if you've basically taken that away from them to make a choice?
yeah,
And yeah, so it does get in some deeper freaking context, which I'm sure you got on in the cinema edition. We
yeah,
won't be getting into tonight, but yeah, you can dive deep into this film and freaking uh, drown, basically,
yeah,
in milk.
yeah. Fucking cinematography is fantastic. I love the lighting choices
I would have
that
liked to
Kubrick.
seen this in 4K though.
I will say that. Wait, we watched it on Max, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think that was 4K though.
No, I don't think that they can have that. I'll say that the Blu-ray looks good of this, but the 4K looks fantastic. I think they cleaned up a lot of stuff out of the movie. Not as great as The Shining looks. I think The Shining is one of the best ones. Of course, the best one is 2001.
And The Shining was what, late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah, early, literally 1980. Would have been shot in 1979.
Yeah,
Um, Also, my favorite part when discussing this film is talking about the fact that Kubrick made McDowell shoot that scene where he gets spit in the face like almost 100 times.
Jesus Christ. Well, we know it's not just to women that Kubrick did.
Yeah, he just wasn't satisfied, and then he was just like,
Fuck.
imagine that getting spit in the face multiple times like that, just for fucking Kubrick to be like, nah, you know what, that one doesn't work. Let's do it again. You're missing it, fellas. They're showing reactions to Punk's return at Survivor Series. Even had a few recognizable live streamers. Unfortunately, no low blow spot from HFR in the segment. Fuck you. Yeah, yeah.
Thank you, Stacy.
Thanks,
Thank you
man.
for the update, Stacy.
Yeah. The Fed isn't watching High Flyer Radio, man.
No, no, not yet. We haven't
Yeah,
hit their radar yet. Um,
yeah.
I will say this is fuck. This is a good psychological horror.
Oh yeah, man.
Like this still isn't my favorite Kubrick. Um, fuck, 2001's got to be up there probably. Um, but this is a horrifying movie, and and that's coming from someone who nowadays has seen like Guillermo del Toro close up to a guy getting his face battered in by a beer bottle. Um,
Brad, we watched Solo. Like,
yeah, we watched that, but what I'm getting at is, even with all these like these images of like, you know, very real, very very like realistic violence on the
yeah,
screen. The fact Kubrick doesn't have to put that, and then you just use your imagination, and it makes it even worse.
yeah,
That says a lot. That says a lot from a director who can do that to you.
yeah. Um, this movie flies by for me. I think it's so fucking good, man. This movie flies by for me, even though it's fucking long as hell.
I think
Um,
it's the only movie where someone got killed by a giant penis statue.
where someone gets bludgeoned by a penis statue.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a great movie, man. And then Malcolm McDowell just fucking amazing in this role, bro. Like,
Well, this is
excuse me.
I think this is what put him on the map.
No, I believe Caligula was the one who put
Oh,
him
was
on the
that?
map. Yeah, Caligula was before this too.
Okay.
Malcolm McDowell was also in the fucking Halloween Rob Zombie's Halloween films. That's amazing. Let me see. Is Caligula before this?
I'm surprised he hasn't been knighted. He's been in
Oh
so many
no,
damn
yeah, this one
movies.
did put him on the map. Caligula's in '79.
Ah, see?
Yeah, yeah, this one put him on the map. Yep. Yeah, Malcolm McDowell, just fucking fantastic performance here. Um, though, God, I'd hate to be this guy's friend in this movie. What a
Oh,
fucking
fucking! I
asshole.
hate to be any of these people's friends, especially like the cop scene. Oh my god!
Yeah,
But
I wonder how many times they
I did
shot
find
that.
it hilarious that he came out of a coma and that's how he got over all the shit they did to him.
Yep, yep. Though, I wonder how many times they shot that scene where he's getting drowned.
Uh, well, I'm thinking a lot because they held him. How long did that's because I was sitting there. I'm like,
Oh, for a
they're going to
bit,
drown
bro.
him. They're going to they're literally just drowning him. Like he should be dead by now. Like he's been in there. I've been watching them drown this poor fella for like 3 minutes now. Like
Yep,
I don't think he should be able to be breathing.
yep. But yeah, man. What else? The
The
score.
music is crazy.
Fuck, I love the score. Like he goes into that futuristic dystopian music, and who did he work with on this one? He worked with what's his name?
It's Wendy Carlos. It says,
Wendy Carlos,
"Yep,
and
electronic music and film scores."
she did The Shining.
That
Yeah,
makes sense.
she did The Shining, and she did the score for Tron '82.
Hmm.
Yeah, so it's just fantastic, man. Like I love her score in this one. I think to me her score is better in The Shining because I think it's used better in The Shining.
Yeah,
But in here,
what and Shining like so. I consider this like a psychological horror.
yeah,
Shining's just horror.
yeah, yeah. But yeah. Imagine if I didn't like this movie, but I have a whole ass poster over there of this movie.
Be
So
really weird.
yeah,
I'd be like, did you just find that a good deal, or did like a friend give that to you? And you're like, ah, I could just gotta put that over there.
yeah. But I never read the book though. I've always been interested in wanting to research the book and like read up on it. But
I mean, if it's a dystopian Great Britain, I mean, this movie's like I said, this movie's not my favorite. Like, not my particular cup of tea, but
yeah,
it's fucking good. Like, I mean, it is Kubrick probably near his best, even though I still
hmm
think 2001's his best.
oh yeah, 2001's my favorite from him. This is easily in my top five from him. I
Yeah.
think this movie is just so
Oh, this movie's iconic too.
yeah. Um, and also I was gonna bring up just like stuff like that, like the high frame rate on the low frame rate, like what's it called, the 2 FPS orgy scene, like
Yeah.
it's not even an orgy, it's like a three-way. Let's be honest. Um, but yeah, that like
Yeah.
who the
How many times did that dude have sex? And what's great is that the women would put their clothes back on, and then they would
like no,
they
we're
have to
not
take them off
done.
again, and then have sex, and it's just like how high is your testosterone, dude?
Yeah,
The man's got high
but you
T.
also just like you think of something like that, and you're like, dude, of course Kubrick would do something like this. Like he would shoot this in a fucking low frame rate,
Yeah.
and it's just to me it's something that is innovative but also in a way kind of shows that like Alex is so depraved. You see him like literally act like a fucking like a, what's it called, like an animal, just like fucking, and then they're trying to leave and no, I want to fuck, let's go
Yeah.
back.
Well, and then I mean throughout the movie, that him and his gang, that's just kind of what they were. And
Yep.
then it says something in society when two of them can become cops.
Mm-hmm. But Brad, you think about it, like a lot of the people who caused the most trouble ended up becoming cops in real life. Like it's crazy. And the guy who ends up becoming the guy who ends up becoming the cop in this film is the one that gets the what's it called treated the worst by Alex.
Yeah. Well, it's basically just payback at that point.
Yep. Yep.
But then Alex, the ending of this is great because Alex just becomes the poster child for the state having done him wrong, and then like the governor gets him. Is it governor? Whatever the fuck he was,
Yeah.
a politician getting on his side in order to make himself look good. So it
Yeah.
just proves to you the most. It's a commentary for who Kubrick saw as the most depraved, and it seemed like politicians was on the list.
Yeah. Who really are the most depraved? It's
Yeah,
them. But Brad, I do want to get your last piece of what's it called, insight on this, because it's something that I've always kind of ringed in my head. You remember in the beginning where he stays home from school and the teacher, I don't know who the fuck it is there,
yeah.
and he sits
The
him down.
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
Yeah, I was
It's a
gonna
bit
say, do
gropey.
you ever get like this like kind of rapey vibe from him?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
I just find it weird that the teacher's sitting in this guy's bed, and this dude walks by in his white underwear. And that's all he's wearing, and the teacher has him sit next to him. And yeah, I was like, I'm
and
getting bad vibes over here.
then he puts his hand on his thigh,
Yeah,
lies him down, and then he fucking puts like slaps on his dick. Like I just that always just I was like, what the fuck is this? Like
your mother gave me a key and let me in.
yeah,
Like and then just the whole mannerisms and the way he talked just kind of like unnerved me. I'm just like,
yeah,
this ain't it, bruh.
yeah. Apparently here it also says that Stanley Kubrick intentionally added a lot of continuity errors to add to a feeling of disorientation. That's interesting.
I mean, that is this movie.
Yeah,
This movie is disorienting in a way.
that's funny. The amount of spaghetti on Alex's plate increases after he has already eaten some of it. Continuity error.
That's just Kubrick fucking with the audience at that point. No, you thought he ate food.
Uh,
Now
yeah.
you don't know what year it is.
Um. But yeah, Brad. Point is, I don't think either of us ever will listen to "Singing in the Rain" the same way.
No, no. Which
With the
the
violence,
Babylon the movie does have a singing in the rain scene, but
not as bad as
yeah,
this.
no, they're actually trying to do singing in the rain in a way. So no, not as I guess
I'm
morally
singing.
morally defunct as this.
Yeah, I'm singing in the rain.
Just with the nose, the
Yeah,
dick nose always just like was just like, if I saw a guy with that coming at me, I'm out.
yeah. Brad, you never watched this film before, right?
I've seen clips, but never the
Fully.
whole thing, never fully.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Brad, what's your final verdict?
I'm gonna give it a 9.5 out of 10. Like, like it's near perfect. Like in the horror
Yeah.
film genre, and for a Kubrick, I just feel like 2001 is more my cup of tea and something more I would enjoy. But I do get the merits of this, and I get it's yeah it's pure cinema.
This joins the list of the four Kubricks that I think are amazing. That are his perfect films. I think that's 2001, The Shining, Eyes Wide Shut. This movie is one in there. It's 10 out of 10 for me. I think
Forget when
it's
I gave Eyes Wide Shut.
whew,
That was a
woo,
long
a
time ago.
long time
That
ago,
was a long
Brad.
time ago. Yeah, that was like maybe first year.
Also,
That
that's
was
been
on
like
the podcast. That was just on the podcast platform.
yeah. Also, that's been a fucking year that they've been rumoring that movie to come out on 4K. I need something to be updated here about that because like that movie, I need that movie to be out. Like Doctor Strangelove has 4K, Full Metal Jacket has it. 2001, Paths of Glory, Killer's Kiss, The Killing, Eyes Wide Shut, and Lolita are the only two movies that haven't gotten any upgrade. I don't need
Lolita
Lolita.
kind of know why. Kind of have an idea.
Kind of do.
Kind of
And
have an idea
unfortunately,
on that one.
December's musical month here at the Nerdcore. No, but that concludes our review of A Clockwork Orange, and we're here to tell you that indeed musical month is not happening on the Nerd Corner. Instead, we are going to be focusing on a director that both of us know nothing about, and we are going to be
Again.
looking at the films of Indian director Satyajit Ray. This
Th-
is
th-
not the Bollywood films that you would think when you think of India. These are what's it called? Films from India.
I mean, but this is how we also found Edward Yang, so I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, yeah,
Hey, who's this person? I don't know.
yeah. Too bad. Too bad that Aiden won't be here with us for this one. Aiden Burns. That's why we kind of decided to push to what's it called, and not do Godard because I know that I wanted to do Godard with him. So
Do
we'll
we have
just
any
have to
more
wait,
Bergman left, or have we done all Bergman?
bro. We have so much Bergman left.
Okay, I just
Yeah,
wonder.
a lot of Bergman left.
Okay, I didn't know. I don't. All I know is Kurosawa made a lot of movies.
Yeah, it's gonna take the amount of Kurosawas, bro.
Whew.
Yeah,
Oh, at least we got another 6, 7 years in us with that.
yeah. Well, every time I get sick, I feel like, oh, wow, do I really want to keep doing this? This hurts.
It's because you're sick, you dick.
Yeah, that's right. It is because I'm sick. Um, with that said, though, we want to thank you all so much for joining us. Brad, can you do the plugs here?
Yes, I can. As I wait for it to scroll out from under here, and
Can't believe you don't remember these
wow,
things. It's just our website, our Twitter, our Instagram.
so you can go follow us. Go see our website at thenerdcore.com, Twitter at the nerdcore underscore, Instagram at the nerdcore, or join our Patreon with tiers as low as $1 at patreon.com/the nerdcore. Discord link in the description. Also,
Yep.
like and subscribe our YouTube. Leave us review on your podcast network of choice. 5 stars. We appreciate it.
Yep. Tell them about our wonderful producer Shane.
You follow our friend Shane at twitch.tv/xsrk or at Twitter at thriftedil, or go buy something from the Subby God at prisoncityvintage.com. Go support local.
I'm straight. And it's been a great Kubrick month, but we're not done yet. It is officially finished for all of y'all on here in the public, but we do have a
Mini pot.
mini pod and a commentary to do for you all. Depending how I feel, we'll see how we do the commentary, but
Mini
mini
pot.
pod of the killing is coming soon. We'll be doing that on Thursday for patrons, up for Thursday for patrons, for everybody, for all the for patrons at the $5 tier and above. I'm dying here, bro. But with that said, it's been a great month. We watched some great movies. I can't believe we actually finally did his month dedicated to him because, yeah, it one of my favorite directors of all time. 2001 literally made me want to make movies, and you're telling me that we never got to do a month on him. Yeah, been a good month. But with that said, we'll catch you all in the next one. For now, we're getting out of here. Brad, send him out.
All right, our old main host, as always, thank you for Stacy for joining us in the chat once again. Thank you to our listeners out there, all our patron supporters. We appreciate each and every one of you. And to end this episode, I'm going to go delete all copies of Singing in the Rain. Young Yoda out.
I'm sick. Oh, well.